Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. Best day of the week. You made it through another week. Holy cow. Schumann resonance is just all over the place. It's like we're on a roller coaster ride, but then we're on a flume. Then we're on something that spins around like a tilt-a-whirl. And we're back on the roller coaster. We have, let's see, the 6 planets are all in alignment, and Uranus is it retrograde? I've already forgotten all the things that are going on. All I know is there's a lot going on. The sun has a lot of things going on. We've had blackouts on the monitors for the Schumann resonance. Hi, buddy. Angus just joined us. We've had a lot going on. If you are having problems sleeping, or all of a sudden you're having joint aches and pains, headaches, there's a list this long of all these symptoms that are being caused from out there. So you might want to look into that kind of thing before you go to the medical community, because it's not necessarily something that they know what to do with, and they'll probably just medicate you, and that's not what you need to be doing. We need to be grounding ourselves. Now, everybody talks about going out and being barefoot in the grass, and I just want to point something out to you. So I'm allergic to grass, I'm allergic to trees and plants and everything, even though I love them and I work with them. I do not like to stand barefoot in the grass. It makes me itch just thinking about it. I love standing in the sand. Sand is silica based, and that actually makes me feel really, really good. So one of the things that I have is I went to our local Fleet Farm, and I got a metal pan. Metal is very conductive, and I got some of that playground sand. I put it in that pan. Oh, it feels so good. I can keep it inside. I can just stand in it, or I can sit with my feet in it if I can't, go to our local beach. So that to me is very grounding. If you like standing in the grass barefoot, then do that. If you like standing in the dirt barefoot, then do that. But remember, there's also sand. Sand to me, if I can just stand on the edge where the lake meets the shore, that's my favorite spot. Just let me stand there. I'm happy. So make sure that you're grounding. That's my whole point. Drink lots of water, regular water. Water is clear, okay? If there's stuff in it to give it a color, that's not water. Coffee is not water. Crystal Light is not water. Gatorade is not water. Coffee is not water. Okay, a lot of people will say coffee is water. No. Sorry, it's not. Water is water. Grounding, drinking water, eating real foods. That means things that come from Mama Earth, like broccoli and oranges and almonds, things that are real. Eat the real food. Take a nap if you need to. I've taken more naps this year than probably when I was an infant. If I need to, I do it. And I know it's not just me, it's because of what's going on out there. Okay, so you're not going crazy. There's stuff happening from the sun and the planets that is raising our vibration, raising our frequency, but it's also making our bodies do things that we're like, I don't know what's going on. I've had times where I swear I'm having PMS. I haven't had PMS in like 15 years. Just saying. All of a sudden, I have all the symptoms. It's coming from out there. Okay? So be kind to yourselves. Whatever you're going through, try to find the most natural resolution for it, okay? Promise me that. You'll feel so much better than if you were just taking some kind of medication. Oh, one of the things too is heart palpitations or your blood pressure going up. Find ways to calm it down. That's that standing in the sand or the dirt or in the grass, okay? Or listening to frequency music, playing a crystal singing bowl, playing with your puppy, things like that, okay? Whatever calms you down, do that. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. I have 3 decks today. They're all oracle decks, and each one comes with a crystal. And I'm going to do a reading from each one. So you think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, or the world, and then choose a stack. Stack number 1, let me set this down. Stack number 1 will be a reading from the Shamanic Medicine deck. That is by Barbara Mickle-John-Free and Flavia Kate Peters. Stack number 2 will be a reading from the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And stack number 3 will be a reading from the Earth Warriors deck by the fabulous Elena Fairchild. And each one has a crystal or a stone. Actually, there's stones today. Ooh, one of them has some crystals in it, though. Are you ready? Let's just do one more crystal singing bell, and then we'll get started. All right. If you chose stack number 1, you are going to get a reading from the Shamanic Medicine deck. And first, we're going to talk about tree agate. Now, when I was setting this up, I don't set this up. My guides do everything. They pick the decks, they pick the stones, they pick where they go. Heck, they pick my clothes and my jewelry. They pick everything. It makes life so much easier. When I had it all set up, I was like, oh, this is all very earthy. The 3 decks, Shamanic, Elemental, Earth Warriors, very earthy. And the stones are very earthy today. So I take that as a hint. We need to be grounded. We need to connect to the earth. We need to send our energy into the earth. We basically are receiver transmitter stations. We're the bridge between heaven and earth, between what's out there and what's under our feet. So whatever excess energy we have, send it down into Mama Earth. Let her have it. So in stack number 1, your stone is going to be tree agate. And tree agate is very stabilizing. If you can imagine, it's like a tree, very grounded. They can help you feel safe and secure. Even in a very challenging situation, kind of like what we're going through, like this whole year. It is said to endow you with the strength to face unpleasant circumstances with poise and self-control, helping you to extract positives from a less than desirable situation. It's believed to provide a powerful connection to the nurturing energy of nature. Nature is nurturing. All you have to do is go outside right now, and I mean like in nature, not out on Main Street, and it's very calming. It's not chaotic. The trees are not chaotic. This is a good stone for plants and trees. Excuse me. Well, I guess I needed to release something, huh? So having tree agate in a crystal grid for your plants and trees, your garden, can be very beneficial. The plants and trees love having a crystal grid with this in it. It's good for their health. It will help provide better root systems, better stems, flowers, fruits, whatever you're growing. It says it's a slow acting stone. So this is one of those where you want to keep it around you for a long time, or you want to wear it for a long time to get the most benefits. Same thing with the plant. You want to keep it in there for a long time. Okay? So tree agate. There we go. Hi, buddy. Are you helping today? Are you going to help today? You can't see him. There's his little face. My sweet boy. Yeah. Pay attention to your animals too, because a lot of times they let us know that there's things going on out there in the world, and I mean energetically, that we don't always pay attention to. Just like a lot of them can see spirits that we can't see. Just pay attention to where they're laying, or if they just stare at one place on the wall all the time, or they stare and then they watch something move and you're like, oh, it must be a fly or something. No, it's not. They can see stuff. My other big dog, Zeke, that I don't have anymore, he could see all the spirits and it would freak me out sometimes. All right, we got the card called Rattle, and it says disperse. Rattle. Now, obviously, there's a rattlesnake in the background. You can see this is its body and its tail. There's the rattle. So let's see what the book says about rattle. And these are in alphabetical order. On page 84, 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Really good number to me. Rattle appears to scatter the illusions of your conscious mind. As you shake this sacred shamanic instrument, its high tones resonate in your head and the upper parts of your body, clearing your mind and planting seeds of purity. To the shaman, rattle embodies the sacred forces of the cosmos through its sounds, masculine and feminine structure, the seeds within, and its connection to trance. You have spread yourself too thin, and rattle asks you to shake things up. You have a destiny to fulfill, to sustain the order of existence. As you step up to the challenge, work with rattle to invoke the medicine of your power animals and assistance from the spirit world. In other words, so many times people come in and they're like, oh, I feel so alone. None of us is ever alone, okay? We have ancestors, we have spirit guides, we have animal spirit guides. There's angels and archangels that work with the light. There's creator, the list just goes on and on. You're never alone. But if you're not talking to them, they're not going to be able to help you. So talk to them. Ask them for help. Ask them for guidance. Ask them for protection. Create sacred space and direct energy and prayers with intention as you work with rattle to spread healing to the world. Rattle will help you disperse any lower energies that are preventing you from walking your chosen path. Tune into the healing, high frequency pitch of rattle to connect to this instrument's shamanic power. Now, it's interesting because it was talking about how it affects the higher chakras. And earlier I was talking about how we need to ground out excess energy. That's those lower chakras. We need to ground that out. And then rattle can help with these upper energies so that we can be the bridge between heaven and earth through our crown chakra. So, stack number 1, rattle. If you have a rattle, and I would say, a natural one, seeds on the inside, not the plasticky kind, but seeds on the inside. It's usually a gourd or It can be wood. If you have one, use it. Use it while you're talking to your ancestors and your spirit guides and whoever else you talk to that's from the light. That was cool. We're going to be grounded. I'm going to use the rattle for the upper energies. Hi, honey. He's so sweet. He always has to touch either me or my other dog. Always has to be touching. He's such a good boy. All right, let's do the singing bell. Angus actually loves all the musical things that we do. So singing bells, singing bowls, tuning forks, the glass pyramids, the didgeridoos. He loves all that stuff. It's so cool. A lot of times he will put his head right inside of whatever it is we're using. Like, do that to me. Okay. Yeah, you're a good boy. You can stay right there. Okay, that was stack number 1. We are going to move on to stack number 2. You're going to get a reading from the Elemental Oracle. And first, we're going to talk about your stone. This is going to be a tower of spherulite. And let's do that side. This one has, like I promised at the beginning, it has lots of little universes full of sparkly little crystals. So we're looking right there. And there's one at the bottom too. And there's this one here. And then there's this corner right there. It's okay. It's just Althea. So this one is, again, it's like the bridge between heaven and earth. It's the balance. It's a grounding stone, but then inside there's little sparklies. The sparklies are going to be the higher frequency, higher chakras, and the groundedness is going to be down here. So this one is all about balance and being connected this way and being connected this way. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You're all right. I'm sorry. Stop petting you. So we've got balance, and now we're going to have a card from the Elemental Oracle. Oof, this one feels really strong. Card number 3. So we were on page 84, which is 8 plus 4 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, is stack number 1. And now we get card number 3. 3 is that, mother, father, child. It's the Holy Trinity. To me, it's like 1 plus 1 equals, depending on what you're doing, 1 plus 1 equals 2, but 1 plus 1 equals 1, but it can also be 1 plus 1. There's the third one. 3-legged table or chair, stability. There's so many things going on with 3. In this deck, card number 3 is all about the East, which is where beginnings start. If you look at a medicine wheel, the East is where beginnings are. All right. Worry not. A new dawn is breaking. Let go of the old and embrace the new. Flow forward without heaviness or anxiety. New ways of being are calling to you, so speak up with a clear voice. Do not resist change. That is huge with everything that's going on with the moon and the sun and the planets and the earth and everything. Do not resist the changes. Go with the flow. If certain people are leaving your life, let them. If you need to leave somebody's life, do it. We need to be around like-minded people, people that lift us up, people that support us, people that challenge us in positive ways, not people that tear us down, make us feel bad about ourselves or our lives or anything, really. We need to be with like-minded people. In the ancient world, to go east meant to go somewhere new and exotic. The sun rose in the east, so the direction heralded new beginnings and fresh starts. As the east was associated with the air element, it has come to mean a much more cerebral destination or way of processing. The east was a place to find your fortune, a different way to be, an innovation. Eastern religions were a completely different paradigm from those of the West, with different emphasis and processes. East is one of the quarters called, in certain traditions, to purify or protect a space. People may call upon the guardians of the East or the Eastern direction as a way of unlocking the protective energies of portals of that element. So this is all about new beginnings coming. And making sure that we are staying balanced. So the stone is reminding us to be connected this way and this way. Okay? Our upper chakras, our consciousness connecting out there. Our lower chakras connecting to the earth and being grounded. It's kind of like whenever there's an X-class flare, I get kind of woo-woo dizzy. I'm very ungrounded. And so if I'm going to drive, even if it's to the grocery store, which is less than a mile away, I have to make sure that I am intentionally grounding myself, because I don't want to be all woo-woo in my car. Okay? I don't want to hit anybody. I don't want to hit a curb or, telephone pole or whatever. So we have to make sure that we are grounded to the earth. But then when we're doing things, we can be communicating with our higher ups. And this card is reminding us that all of these things going on right now are for new beginnings. We might not know what those new beginnings are. And that's okay. I don't know what my new beginnings are. I was just talking with a friend earlier today. And we were talking about, the next chapters of our lives. She knows what her next chapter is. And she said, do you know what yours is yet? And I said, no, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what my next chapter looks like. I know I'm going to have a next chapter. I know that there's going to be some kind of a change, but I have no idea what that means to me. And I have to be okay with that. My whole life, I've always had missions that I had to work on, and I don't have any, and I haven't since the end of winter. And part of my journey is to be okay with that, to let go. So if you don't know what your next step is, it's okay. Maybe your next step is to let go and go with the flow and stop trying to control things. Because I think that was mine. Stop trying to control things. So that was stack number 2. Balance. New beginnings. All right. Are we ready for stack number 3? Stack number 3 is going to be a reading from the Earth Warriors deck. And the stone. Okay, I took this small one, and then I asked my guides, can I bring out the big one? Now, the big one is from my personal collection. These other ones are from the shop, and they're for sale. So, petrified wood, which I love. I love wood. I love rocks. Petrified wood is like the best of both worlds. And it's really cool when you get a piece where you can actually tell it was wood. You can see the grain. So I'm going to hold up the big one now. This is also petrified wood. That's been finished, of course. I mean, I could just eat this. It's so beautiful and amazing. And look at the way the light hits it. Oh, arr. I know that would hurt. So petrified wood is amazing because you can use it to access cellular memories and work through old traumas. Or you can do other lives, past lives. Trees can be ancient, so trees can help us with our ancientness as well. So using petrified wood during any kind of regression work, very beneficial. Again, it's super grounding. It's a tree and a rock, very connected to Mama Earth. It can also be used if you are starting up a new business or you have a business but it's still kind of new. Petrified wood, even though it can be very, very old, actually promotes new beginnings. And what did we just have in stack number 2? We had new beginnings. Petrified wood can enhance practical aspects of business endeavors. So, the administrative part, like I have my shop and I have stuff here and I do classes and healings and all that, but I'm talking about, doing the receipts and the computer work and ordering and taxes and all that stuff, that behind the scenes stuff. Petrified wood can really help with that. It can help me while I'm doing those kinds of things. It can help reach goals, remove obstacles. It's also physically good for backaches, hip problems, strengthening the bones, promoting healthy skin and hair, restoring physical energy. So having this next to, say, my computer or in my office or on my desk, and just holding it. Okay. Oh, did you want to see that? Yeah, he likes it. Having it somewhere near you where you're working can be very, very good. And just putting your hand on it. You don't have to hold it. Just put your hand on it. Absorb that energy. Okay. All right. So that was petrified wood. Now, let's see what they have to tell us. What do our spirit guides want us to know in stack number 3? First of all, they want 2/3 of the deck to be on the floor, apparently. Angus didn't like that. You okay, buddy? Did that startle you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What do our spirit guides want us to know? Thinking that one right there. He's not even going to be here. He went way over there now. So we have card number 16. 1 + 6 is 7. And this card says, Lolo, stand in the light. Lolo. Oh, Angus, you're so cute. He's way over there, and he's laying there with his head like. All right, Lolo. You can always come back if you want to, honey. I'll make room. You are unique. You are a divine and beautiful being. You stand apart from the crowd. Sometimes this evokes jealousy or desire in others who want to possess your light and beauty as their own. You need never fear another or believe that they can harm you. Allow yourself to be true to who you are. Do not try to hide your inner light and beauty. You are meant to be seen. Your soul is nurtured and protected by your love for Great Spirit. Don't avoid the spotlight or try to hide yourself or dull your light to appease another or your own fears. Never, never, never. Never dull your light. Never hide it. Your true inner divine light and beauty is meant to help others. It's also meant to help yourself. The only way that can occur is if you allow yourself to be if you allow yourself to fully be and express it. Do not shrink away from your magnificence when you feel challenged. You know, I have this shop here. And this is a small, fairly religious town. And there's a lot of older people that have been here forever. Okay, I'm a transplant. I've only lived here for 22 years, so I'm still a newbie. And I'm running this shop in this town. And I am the way I am. This is a 134-year-old house with a building attached, brick with white trim, standard operating procedure, right? Brick house, white trim. So what's one of the first things I do when I move in? I got 3 colors because I'm going to repaint that white. I got Funky Frog, which is a bright lime green. I got Honey, which was kind of a yellow, but bright with just a little touch of orange in it. And then I got the something raspberry. So it's raspberry color. It's hot pink, yellow, and lime green. And that's what I painted the trim. And instantly, people are like, what the heck is she doing? Yeah. And that was just the paint. That wasn't even all the stuff that I have going on in here. So I wasn't about to dim my light because of what other people think. Now, you need to know that I'm not related to anybody in this town. So I don't have people that I'm related to pressuring me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times family members will pressure you. Don't do that. It looks bad for the family. I'm not related to anybody here. That's why I can have this place, and I don't care. You want to badmouth me in the newspaper? They did. You want to do other things and spread rumors? They did. I don't care because I know the truth. And I'm not going to allow my light to be dimmed because y'all are threatened. That's why this came up. Do not allow other people to pressure you into dimming your light, because right now we need the light. We need more light. We need people everywhere to shine their light, because that darkness, it's being shown, and we don't just need it shown. We need light shining on it. Okay? We need freaking those big Hollywood lights, for premieres. We need that shining on the light. On the dark. We need that kind of light. So if you can do that, that's what you need to be doing. That's what this is talking about. Don't just stand in the light. You shine it. Be a freaking lighthouse. And don't let anybody, family, friends, or strangers, or neighbors, pressure you into you dimming your light. Remember, we're in charge of it, not them. They don't dim our light. They pressure us so that we dim our light. Don't do it. They're like cockroaches coming out. They don't like the light. Good. Let's shine more on them. Step up to an entirely new level of boldness. I don't even know how much more bold I can be. I got the Harley, I got other things that I do around here. I mean, when I mow the lawn, I'm sure my neighbors are like, oh God, can't she just wear normal clothes? I mean, one time I mowed the lawn with my face painted like a wolf. I'm sure my neighbors are like, oh, what's she doing now? And I find great delight in that. Because you know what? I love keeping you people on your toes. So trying to blend in drains your energy. Stop trying to blend in. Be yourself. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you happy. Wear the clothes that you want to wear. Wear the jewelry that you want to wear. Wear your hair the way you want to wear it. Dye it purple. Mine's purple. And I got this thing in there. I have a whole bunch of different things that I wear. Because you know what? I do it for me. I don't do it for them out there. Unless I'm trying to irritate somebody. Let those who are attracted to your light adapt to your level of divine expression. You are the benchmark, and they will evolve to reach you. And if they don't evolve to reach you, they're not really for you. If you have somebody in your life that comes up to you and they're like, hey, I love what you're doing. I love the color of your hair. I love that you're teaching this class. I love that you're taking this class. I love that you're whatever it is. Those are the people you want in your life. If you're a little bit crazy, have other crazy people in your life. It makes it more fun. You know, there's times when I dress up in some kind of outfit and I just go grocery shopping. I got no problem dressing like a pirate when I go to the grocery store, or a princess, or whatever. Because you know what? I might make one person smile where they didn't have any reason to smile. And that makes a huge difference. And for the rest of them that are going, oh, can you believe her? Pfft, screw them. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because it makes my soul happy. And if I can make one person happy, I'm a success. Just like when I do these readings. I don't do it for 500,000 followers. I'm doing it for that one person out there who needs to hear something I say today. Same thing with my shop. You come in, I might say something to you, and that's that one person. I don't even know I'm doing it. You don't even know you're doing it. But if I can make a difference in a positive way in somebody's life, that's why I'm here. That's why you're here. And we got to have each other's backs. Because the rest of them that are like cockroaches, go be somewhere else where there's other cockroaches. Like attracts like. So the positive people, we need to hang out together. The negative people, they need to hang out together. Go back under the floorboards of that creepy house over there where you came from. Go back to the landfill where you came from. Wherever. Does that make sense? Oof. I like these 3 today. I feel really good. We have very earthy, connection-based stones, grounding. We have messages that we need to listen to. Pay attention to these types of messages because we're going through a lot right now, and we will be for the next 6 months and the next 6 months after that. Our world is in upheaval and chaos. Be grounded. Remember, eat grounding foods, drink lots of water, take naps if you need to. Naps are great. Hug your puppies, your children, your grandchildren. Play with crystals. Play with plants and trees. Stand in the grass, in the dirt, or in the sand. Or if you have a lake, go stand in a lake or river. or the ocean. Take a long bath. Whatever feeds your soul. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve them all. So, namaste, my beautiful soul family. Have a blessed day.